What is up, guys? How is it going? This is St. Breezes here, and welcome to my new Rebuild Dynasty with Arkansas State. I am ready to get this going along. This is going to be my first series since my Oklahoma State Dynasty, which only had about 2 episodes. There is a couple rules going on, and I'm just going to talk while everything's going. A couple of the rules that are going on is we're only allowed to recruit in pipeline states. I'm not changing any schedule for the first year. No changes in the schedule will be. I'm going to run Arkansas State's playbook, and we will see what goes on from there. So right now, you guys are going to see. Right now, all really is me just picking my coaching style and changing it all. I did a multiple D, and then I did Arkansas State's playbook, so I am excited about that. And then we will get into the recruiting and whatnot. I did choose Arkansas State because I did want to challenge. Recently, I did take a move to Arkansas, so there's that as well. And while I'm going through, here I am picking my team. We can see that I did look and see if they were 1-star first, and they were not. We actually ended up being a 2-star school. And like I said, you guys will see some recruiting in a second. But I like there's a story about their head coach, and he seems like a really good guy. I did come take over for him because he had his wife pass away with cancer this year. So he took a leave of absence, and I took over for him. I'm 0-0, obviously. In 2011 and 2012, Arkansas State did have good teams, but I do have the updated rosters now. Over here, you do see me messing around with some of the skill trees again. Like I said just a second ago, I did do locksmith for mine. I think Arkansas State is going to be a fun one. Like I said, I'm coming back. This is new, all new for me once again. So it is going to be exciting to be back on YouTube, and if you guys do like it, please drop a follow. Please subscribe. Definitely, I'm not used to a subscribe or follow. I'm so used to follow on Twitch, so all my offense coordinator, defense coordinators are all new. Offensive coordinator, I did do the up tempo, so that's adding 2 to injury. And then the 10% increased stamina for the games, because I looked at some of my players and the stamina just was not there. I do have a good core of receivers, so there's that. I was trying to look. I have a bunch of freshman quarterbacks. Right here, I'm going to go ahead and set up my recruiting board. And just a reminder, only pipeline, so it was Oklahoma, Missouri, Texas, Arkansas. So those are the only 4 states I can recruit from. There's a handful of people from each state that actually want me. But I did go ahead and try to go after some players that didn't want me, which I always think is a good idea. Yeah, you always got to go after some of the players that you think might not want you. Oh, okay, it was not Oklahoma. Sorry. It was Louisiana, Missouri, Texas, and Arkansas. And I might lose Louisiana next year, so that is not good. And so here's me just going through. I'm just targeting some of my players. In a second, I'll actually go and see. I'll look at some of their rankings once we get there. But just to talk about what I'm expecting out of this series while you're watching me, while it's going through all the players, looking at their stats. I'm excited. I'm excited to be back on YouTube. I'm excited to take over Arkansas State and see what we can do with them. If you guys ever have any suggestions, just drop a comment and let me know. I'm always open ears for suggestions. It looks like we need. I didn't pick up any fullbacks because I'm thinking I can just move a running back over. But we needed fullbacks, D tackles, middle linebackers, strong safeties, and a punter. On the strong safety side, I recruited some free safeties, some strong safeties, because obviously they can play anywhere. But right now with my recruiting, I only have 25. It takes me 50 points to get 25%. So it's going to be a couple weeks before I get everyone fully recruited and before you guys see everything. So we won't actually know how good everyone is until then. I did go for a couple quarterbacks, a couple corners. I have 5 quarterbacks, but next year I definitely think I'm going to be cutting some because some of them are just not good at all. The type of offense I usually run is an air raid. I also have played a option offense or a multiple offense where I run a bunch of read options. Right now, you're seeing me recruit Texas. Obviously Texas high school football players is a damn good amount of football players. There are some great football players in Texas. As being an Oklahoma State fan, there's always players. We have so many players from Texas that come to our school each year. But Missouri, there wasn't too many. Louisiana, there's a lot of good players for each school, no matter what's going on. So that being said, just not a lot of them want to come to Arkansas State because, yes, in the past 2 years before this game, we did have great records. But at that same time, this is the current roster, and we are a 2-star school. I'm looking to build on that. I'm looking to have greatness. There's a lot of things I'm looking towards doing. I want to say my goal this year is to win 4 games. The reason why it is so low is because my quarterback is a 71. I was practicing with him. He is not very good. I have an amazing set of senior wide receivers, which I will be going through the roster soon, and you will see. They're amazing. 86, 84, 83. I think I've got 3 80s overall. I'll be able to double check for you in a second. But they're all gone next year. So if this was a year to get a bowl game, it's probably going to be this year. I don't think we'll have it next year, but we'll definitely have to see. I'm super excited for the series and for everything, man. I'm very blessed for meeting a great group of guys on the streaming platform and on YouTube that has supported me. And right now, here we go down scouting. So like I said, only 25%. So there's not much dropping. A couple guys went up, a couple went down, a couple stayed the same. But we won't actually know till about week 2 is when I should have all those guys. I only have 19 guys on the board. So I could have put it one more so I could have enough to get all guys scouted. I don't think I've dropped anyone yet, or I haven't thought of dropping anyone just because we don't really know what we've got yet which it sucks because I've got to wait till week 2 and there's going to be some locks by that point. I'm excited for a couple of the athletes, the quarterback. There's a couple players that are okay that were actually interested in me, and the reason being is because they're not going to be as good because we're a 2-star school. So there's not going to be any 5-star recruits that want to come to Arkansas State. I'm going to try really hard to recruit in the state so we can get all the in-state players to us. I don't think I'm going to show recruits every week. That's going to be a once-in-a-while update. Unless you guys want to see it every week, just let me know in the comments. But I definitely want to get after those Arkansas commits. So I'm going to be pushing hard. I'm going to be pushing out content for sure, 1 video a week, maybe more, because I am off work right now until the beginning of the January, so the beginning of the new year. So I have about 2 weeks off. But in-state recruiting is going to be big for me. We got a whole new coaching staff. I probably will edit their names to some of my friends to see what we can do. Here we go with the depth chart. Okay, here we go, guys. So Lane Hatcher at starting quarterback. And then we have Logan Bonner and Carson Coates. All about the same, so any can start. Marcel Murray at Ryan Graham, Isaiah Zabuki, and Donovan Marshall. Reed Tyler, T.W. Ayers, Omar Bayless, Kirk Merritt, Jonathan Adams Jr., Brandon Bowling, Dahu Green, Bubba Agabor, Javonis Isaac, Reed Taylor, T.W. Ayers. Now I'm just going down. I'm not going to read all these. It's going to be too hard to keep up. But 82 overall for my starting center, 81 overall for my right guard. That's a 67 overall, 70 overall, 86 overall. So my right end's very good. And then I've got a couple good D tackles, which they'll be leaving. I've got a lot of seniors on that list. My linebacking core is not that good. Chambers is good. He's a good starting middle linebacker. I messed around with him for a little bit. Good route side. My left side's gonna be weak. I got a handful of good corners, especially for a smaller school like us. Free safety. I end up making a change. I have two great strong safeties. So I went ahead and pushed over. I want to say I pushed Mr. Jackson over to free. Yeah, I did. Okay, Darian Jackson. I pushed him over to free, which he's a captain. And we got B.J. Edmonds. My kicker is only a sophomore, and then I've got to get a new punter. So that is going to be pretty much a wrap for the introduction. I do appreciate all you guys coming out and hanging out. And episode 1 will be posted this week. So I'm excited for that, and I hope you guys can drop me a sub, leave a comment, and tell me what you think. Thank you guys for coming out, and have a great day.